Niagara now with a strike across, and then the Whittlesea Ranges defender gets in front there. Players appealing for a handball, it looked like it. Or no, they're appealing for the free kick there against Niagara.
Bit of a late charge there. Niagara was able to get his shot off and then got unceremoniously dumped.
So corner for the Zebras. First one of the match.
Soccer gods need to be smiling on the black and white this afternoon if we're any chance.
So ball gets delivered into the box. A couple of Zebras underneath it. Lemo underneath that as well. Comes off the Zebras' foot last. Ball gets cleared, and it's just missed the roof there of the grandstand, Joe, and goes into the crowd there. Zebras throw in.
Yeah, Whittlesea Ranges would all to play for as well, given the restructure of the NPL leagues. Dominic, they'll want to fit snugly into the middle bit unless they're already out of the running. I'm not quite 100% sure there.
I think it's mathematically they've still got a slim chance of staying in NPL 2, Joe, but
in other words, it's a
gambling
battle.
man would say that they're secured into the NPL 3 for 2020. There's Zebras now through Sadler to Timmins. Timmins cuts back in, takes a couple of touches, looks for his options forward. Was going to the pass to Cameron Watson, comes to Nicholas Simeon now, delivers a nice one in. Players can't deal with it though. Williams on the end of that one, trying to turn around. And referee's found another free kick there against the Zebras. Not too sure where he saw there, but resulting in a
couple of curly ones have gone against us, Dominic. Not 100% sure why. Play on would have been the obvious call there, but referees thought otherwise. We know the boys in the middle do a good job, so no criticism on our behalf.
No, definitely not. So, Rangers with the resulting free kick now, deep in their defensive half. Ball up in the air, bit of wind here today at Marvellous Moreland, as Williams brings it down into the path of Niagara, and he gets past his opponent there. Turns back onto his left, goes a long one along the ground. Lemo into space there now, he's got one to beat. Still keeps it in play though, finds his teammate in Timmins, who's got a bit of time, then delivers a ball in. Saul with the header, and just over the bar there for that one. Another great chance there for the Zebras.
Yeah, piling on a bit of pressure. Saul unlucky there to get underneath it and hook it over the bar for some nice build-up work by Niagara on the right-hand side. Able to get the ball across. Liam Cannell just went in front of him. Had it been a different story, he might have been able to collect it.
So just a reminder for our listeners, Joe, the way it stands at the moment, if St Albans were to lose and the Zebras to win, that would result in the Zebras finishing first and claiming that promotional spot. A win to St Albans and a draw or a win for the Zebras will secure that top two finish and go into the playoffs. So all to play for here for the Zebras.
Indeed.
As the resulting kick comes back into the ground, and high one up in the air. Simeon underneath of that one, headers it back up in the air. Budger there, Yusuf for Rangers can't win the ball down. Sadler links up with Williams, now to Simeon. Simeon tries to get flick out wide, and unfortunately couldn't get the pass there, and it trickles over for another Rangers throw-in.
Nice triangles to get out of the spot. The last pass from Nick Simeon, not what the doctor ordered.
A few people coming in through the gate still, Joe. Nice bit of a crowd starting to build here, which is great to see on a cold and sort of miserable day here in Moreland at the moment.
Yes, at least it's not raining, Dominic.
No, the rain has stopped as Simeon comes in for the tackle there. Can't win the ball back. Rangers now through the middle. Distribute out wide. Looking for the runs forward. Long one over the
boy's
top.
on his own.
His players there. Fraser couldn't get on the end of that one, no. And
he was on his own big time there, a bit unlucky.
Ball gets cleared now. Watley for the Zebras, able to clean that one there up. But lines it again, puts a flag up for offside.
So he was offside to start with.
Well delayed. I understand that rule, Joe, that they let the player actually get the ball. It's just asking for trouble because, a player flying in for a tackle for a ball that's offside.
There's a better chance of getting injured, Dominic. That's all it is.
Exactly right.
Not quite sure of the wisdom of that one, but we must be a minority around the world. And speaking around the world, we've got some, if you're watching us or listening to us from abroad, big cheerio to all the black and white supporters. I know Neno Mariani's out there somewhere listening. So Neno, if you're listening, Forza Juve.
Yeah, definitely suspect Neno would be listening. Got a few... the high one up in the air there for the Zebras.
Behind the pole we
Rangers
go.
Get it though.
Well hassled by Williams. Cannell picks it up, goes wide to... Oh, he does get
keeps
on.
It under pressure, keeps it control.
There's a strike on goal here.
Saul! Yes! He gets it. Arnold Saul with the goal for the Moreland Zebras. Converts it on his first chance there. Brilliantly done from the Zebras.
Good goal by Arnold.
Goal scorer for the Moreland Zebras.
Liam Cannell spotted him on the left-hand side there. Saul was good enough to beat the defender.
Number 28, Arnold Saul.
Goal scorers, Moreland Zebras. Arnold Arnold Sewell, Moreland Zebras 1, Whittlesea Ranges 0.
Brilliantly done. Perfect start here for the Zebras. Sewell, who got that ball, was a 50-50 sort of chance in that middle, managed to get past his opponent, and as soon as he saw eyes for those goals, Joe, he knew that it was only one result going to end up there, and Zebras take the lead.
I'm pleased for him. He's had quite a few opportunities, Arnold, to get multiple goals on the score sheet this year, but been a bit gun shy, but not on this occasion.
So Whittlesea Ranges with the kick-off now. Ball comes out wide. Looking for the options forward. Sent backwards by Simioy. Brilliantly done by Simioy there. Still keeps him in there. Williams comes in. That's a Zebras ball. The lines is pointed the other way. Simioy wins the resulting header into the path of Luke Devitt, who can't win it back. Referee's found a free kick there for the Rangers, and he'll bring that ball back. So 14 minutes gone here at CB Smith Reserve. It's a Moreland Zebras 1, Whittlesea Ranges 0. Thanks to the goal to our number 28, Arnold Sue, who gets on the scoreboard today.
Just goes to show you, Dominic, doesn't matter what the day's like, it's always good at Marvellous Moreland when the Zebras are ahead. All to play for.
It is, Joe, definitely. And Sue's been on, he's had a few chances over the last few weeks and has played really well and finally gets that reward. And hopefully that is the spark that he needs, Joe, to get his season moving.
Just in case we're all wondering what's happening over at St Albans versus Melbourne Victory, we can tell you that there's 15 minutes in, scoreline St Albans 0, Melbourne Victory Youth 0. So all to play for Moreland Zebras. Currently we hold top position.
Fraser controls that one.
Oh, they do. Oh, yeah. Correct. We currently still second on goal difference. Getting ahead of myself there, Dominic. Tends to happen to presidents with a one-eyed view of the world.
Section there's holding a fair bit of water.
Yeah, holding a fair bit of water. Not a great look from the ground at the moment. There's a fair amount of water in the obvious spots.
As Timmins now distributes, finds Lemo in the middle. Can't keep control though. Watson then distributes back out wide, trying to find the goal scorer in Sue. Can't get past him now. Zebras win possession. Devitt back to Lemo. Links up with Arnold Sue.
He's in the mood today, Arnold.
Tried to
wrong ball there.
With Timmins, but unfortunately just overshot the pass and it's gone out for another Rangers throw-in.
Young Sean Timmins had to pass a fitness test prior to the game to ensure he's starting up. The possibility of more.
Yeah, sustained it during the week.
Well, Dom. It's the final
Back through the
paddling
middle.
ball, and
Luke Devitt linking up with Sue again. Sue on that side. He's tearing him to shreds on that side there. Tries a strike. Comes off a Rangers defender. Simioy under a little bit of pressure now. Closing in that puddle of water. You can see the water splashing up there from the ground. And unfortunately that unsettled things there for him. Ball comes across. Watley in that 50-50 contest. Ball's up in the air. Williams there.
Almost a handball. Victory's just scored one goal against St Albans. Currently the Zebras sit top of the table.
So that report 17 minutes gone. St Albans 0, Melbourne Victory 1. And it's the Zebras leading 1-0 here. Sue now distributes. Looking for that run of Niagoran who goes into the box, but unfortunately a little bit too much on that one.
And I believe Nenel Mariani's watching from France, so au revoir, Mr. Mariani. Hope you're enjoying the show.
France is Nenel Mariani's in France.
And I hope you're enjoying the show, Nenel.
He might be watching it under the Eiffel Tower. So, 7. Yeah.
Talk about a bit of pressure, Dominic, in the commentary booth today. I'm surrounded by past presidents who are eager to give me their opinion on things.
Definitely, Joe. Always welcome and always enjoy
both
the company of Peter Bellasoni and
both very good mentors, I've got to say, over the years.
Definitely.
Both have supported the Black and White Stripes for an eternity. And I speak of course, the Mirabella Group and the Metal Form Group with Joe Mirabella and Peter Bellasoni. So, thanks, gentlemen.
Might get them on at half time, Joe. And
We may indeed. Don't go away. We'll have a chat at half time.
We'll get Peter on at half time. We'll have a chat to him as the Rangers here now with a free kick. There's a player coming off the ground. I don't know whether
Maybe
it's
the blood rule.
Blood rule. It's Joseph Sear from the Rangers. So, ball now distribute. High one, up in the air. Timmins getting underneath that one. Headers it on. Cam Watson brings it under control just as Timmins gets beat in there. Cameron through his legs there on that occasion, unfortunately. And Zebras able to just clear their lines. Still with it, Simioi there. Gets turned, but then, Matthew Whitley, went to the clearance, come off his own teammate and into the safe hands there of Fraser Chalmers, the Zebras goalkeeper. Williams now, out wide, looking for the run there near Goran.
Near Goran.
He's been dragged down.
Come on, referee. He's finally given us one.
I think that he's got it in about 4 or 5 weeks, Joe.
The big man saying that was the third time. Thanks very much, son. And the referee's just telling, cool your jets, Big Nick. I've given you the kick. That's enough.
So first free kick there for Big Nick, and some of the people in the box here, Joe, saying in about 3 years he hasn't got one of those free kicks.
Yeah, no, it's a very imposing figure, Big Nicholas Neogoran. And subsequently, everybody thinks that he's out to be the brute. Oh, I'm not sure.
Taken there, the quick one. Referee did signal, though, was waiting for the whistle. So
Zebra's capacity to think on the ball is a little bit quicker than the referee's at the moment because he's called us back. Otherwise, we were through.
Tremaine Sadler here now with the free kick for the Zebras.
Zebra's keen to put this one beyond doubt.
Sadler. Nice ball. Back post there, but too much there. I think the wind, unfortunately. And that ball's bounced off the top of the fence, Joe, all the way out into the car park there. But we've got our ball marshals out here, our volunteers that have gone across there to get that. We thank all of our 2019 volunteers and sponsors that support the club, Joe. There's definitely...
Indeed, Dominic. And that just hit the Jeep, the Northern the Essendon Jeep sign and sailed right over. If you're in the market for a car, I know they've got sales on at the moment.
Definitely, there's a massive sale there at Jeep and Alfa Romeo, Joe. Some very nice cars there.
Tell them we sent you. There's a discount on offer.
As Zebras now with the throw-in. Sue takes it, turns into the middle now. Now goes distribute, looking for the runner near Goran, who can't get in front, unfortunately.
He's a handful, and Whittlesea not coping all that well.
So not a goal kick, it's gone out for a throw-in. Brilliant achievement, brilliant stuff there from the Zebras. They'll try and box him in and keep him in their half, Joe, and keep the pressure on.
Indeed. There's a look of eagerness about Moreland Zebras today, Dominic. Their willingness to just be a part of the game.
Ball comes in and ball's gone out. Yep, it's a Zebras throw-in. Ball was in and then it sailed out.
Simioi quickly to Cameron Watson.
To Whitley. Whitley in possession, just controlling it. Now finds Simioi, who stayed onside. Brilliantly done by Sue. Can't get past it, finds Sue.
Unlucky the ball didn't go out, but look at how we're box.
Hunting in packs today, Joe. 2 or 3 Zebras players going to that ball. We can see that they're on here today.
That's the press.
And they know what to play for. Referee, no free kick. Play on.
That's the press we've been speaking about.
There in the middle, but can't get it through.
Very impressive, the Zebras, when they press in threes. Rangers looking to take the heat out of the game by going long. Simioi gets his head to it. Rangers on the left-hand side, balking in and out. Switch of play. Timmins should be onto this, and is.
Gets a touch. Now links up near Goran, trying to get past. Still with it near Goran. Brilliantly done. Controls it. Finds his captain in Cam Watson. Now in the middle, Luke Devitt. Devitt with the ball. Back into the middle to Williams. Just settle things down all the way back to Sadler. Whitley's got it and comes out wide to Simioi. Simioi with it now, looking at his options forward, and then goes along the path. Sue gives it out wide.
On the break now.
Devitt, and too much of it, unfortunately. It's skidded on there as well. Trickles out for another throw, but positive signs here from the Zebras, Joe.
Yeah, just over hit there by Devitt, I think it was, or no, Arnold.
Arnold Sue.
And it just skidded wide.
Now, so he's come over this side.
Good ball possession by Moreland Zebras, Dominic.
So.
Diamichis will be happy with the intent and the movement off the ball. Rangers in no hurry to begin proceedings. They go underway now.
Over the top of everyone there. Whitley with the header on. Finds Sue. Tries to link up with Devitt. Ball's trickling out for another throw in for the Zebras. Williams will leave it for Simioi. No, he decides, yep, does.
A very, very wet patch in front of them there.
Sue brings it down now. Linking up with Simioi. Does handball call there. Nothing doing. Comes off another Rangers player. Brilliantly done by Simioi. Great to see him back in the lineup, Joe. He's been out for a few weeks after that injury in the FFA Cup game with Bulleen, and just settles things down a little bit, I think, Joe.
Yeah, got a touch of quality about him, Dom. He's trained 2 weeks in a row and proved his fitness to the senior coach, so Almost caught there. Good enough to get out of it. We are.
Sadler, gets clipped on the way down. Referee calls nothing.
Oh, no, he's called nothing. Just a throw in. Not quite sure. That was both late and high.
I think Sadler got to that ball first, Joe.
Well, that's why, and he went down, so that's why it was late and high.
So, Zebras with possession.
Arnold
in the
mood for it today is Sue.
There's those high up and under balls that Rangers are employing at the moment. Just trying to clear it out of there.
Looking to weather the storm at the Whittlesea Ranges. Zebras keep possession.
Brilliantly done by Timmins. Over the top looking for Sue. Can't find him. Comes off a Rangers defender. Ball gets cleared out. Now coming out wide. Rangers with it. Goes through the middle there. Lemo, brilliantly done. Gets a touch on that one. Won all the ball. Brilliantly done there by the Zebras.
Watson comes deep to collect.
Now distributes out wide. Finds Jacob Williams. Williams with it. Gets checked from behind. Play on. Calls a referee. Simui tries to find Lemo there. But
bit erratic. Caught out. Lemo's been caught out. Whittlesea stream forward. Out to the left-hand side. The number 23 for Whittlesea Ranges. Takes it into the corner. Shadowed. Comes out. Back to the number 3.
Now looking for the cross there. That's Sear. Joseph Sear for the Rangers. Not moving along too quick. Finds a teammate in the middle. Looking to distribute. Tries the 1-2 link up. But Sadler coming in there to mess that one there up. Rangers still keep possession.
They're still in possession. They go right back. Out to De Silva on the right-hand side. He goes short. Looking to play the 1-2. Successful in it. Sue's got a bit of work to do. And does.
Brilliantly done by Sue.
Well
having
back.
a blinder today so far.
He's in the mood, Arnold, today. We just get caught with the ball at our feet again. Cameron Watson.
Again, yep. Timmins goes straight through there. Misses ball and everything there. Still with it, the Zebras behind that pole. You can just see it there. It goes over.
Well, Rangers looking to flood forward in numbers here. Probably their best 30 seconds of the game so far, Dominic.
It has
still
been
in possession.
Jay. Zebras doing well though, getting the numbers back, zoning, not giving them the easy options forward. Nick comes in, puts the pressure on, ball turned over, Zebras win it back. Watley now links up with Lemo. Liam Canal, long one over the top. Looking there for the run of Neogoran, but it goes out for another Rangers throw-in. We've got 27 minutes gone here. It's Moreland Zebras 1, Whittlesea Ranges 0, and 26 minutes gone at St Albans. It's St Albans 0, Melbourne Victory 1. Throw-in to be taken here. Still with it, the Rangers. Ball comes back in. Simui gets on the end of that one. Wins it back for the Zebras. Brilliantly done by Simui. Still with it, Simui. Turns. Pass. Links up with Devitt. Now links up with Williams. Brilliantly done. Watson. Quick flick across there to Timmins. Timmins back to Tremaine Sadler. Sadler with it. Looks up. Decides to take him on. Does. Now distributes. Lets it through to Sewell there, Lemo, but couldn't get a contact there. Rangers come out with it again. Just as the sun starts peering through the clouds here. Ball all the way through the middle of the park there, and Simui able to clean that one there up for the Zebras. High one up and under. Still onside, Nick. Just stopped. So Rangers pick that one there up. Looking to come out with it. Looking for the run through. High up and under ball there. Sadler gets his head underneath that one. Still with it, Sadler. Puts his left foot through it. Clears it. Underneath it. Oh, Nick Goring gets onto the end of it there. He's tripped. That definitely has to be. It's a run on goal there. That's interesting what the referee's going to do here. It's a yellow card.
Yellow. I don't know. I think he was the last man, wasn't he?
There was another one in the middle, Jay. Yeah, so there's another player there in the middle, but yeah. That's the third tackle that 27's done. He was warned the last tackle, Jay, so I'm thinking that he's quite fortunate there to get a yellow and still be on the ground. He should have got one a little bit earlier.
Yeah, Big Nick would be disappointed with that. He was through.
So yellow card given there, number 27, who is Daniel Mitwali.
The weather so far stayed away in marvellous Moreland, Australia's best multicultural city.
So Watson on the end of this free kick. Nigoran probably feeling a bit hard done by there, Joe. Would have been through there on goal.
Yeah, would have. Cameron Watson can make a difference here. It looks like he's shaping up to have a strike on goal. Don't think his angles are quite right, but we'll know in a second.
Link up play here now. Let's have a look.
Matt Whittley up there, making a nuisance of himself, and indeed he does.
And kicked up there by the keeper.
Didn't quite strike it properly, I don't feel. Cameron's been practicing those at training during the week, so maybe there was an indication there.
Just update from around the grounds, Joe. We have an equaliser at St Albans. 29 minutes gone. It's St Albans 1, Melbourne Victory 1.
That's a bit unfortunate. Hopefully the youngsters in blue can do the job.
Here we go. So Nick Simeoy now with the throw in for the Zebras. Looking for his options down line. Throw comes in, looking for Nia Goran, who's got player all over him. Tries to get the flick on. Rangers go all the way back to their goalkeeper. He's only got a right foot high up and under there, and it's gone out for another throw in for the Zebras. There we go, yep. So we've got the around the ground update. Simeoy now throwing for the Zebras, finds Devitt. Simeoy again comes off the Rangers player out for another throw in for the Zebras.
He's just a smart player, Nick Simeoy. Knows exactly where he's at every minute of the game.
Into the path of Devitt. Brilliantly done there by Devitt. Still in possession. Still with it, Devitt.
Looking to get the corner if he can. Well, he gets it through. Oh, he still get it through.
And that's a corner for the Zebras, should be. Free kick called down. Not too sure where the linesman saw that one from, but
the referees looked at the linesman and the linesman's adjudicated. Yep. So not quite sure. Too far away from us to make a informed decision. Arnold and Big Nick just swap positions.
Machevsky there for Rangers, high up and under ball. Looks like it's sailing out, which it does. I don't think he's kicked one out yet, Joe, that stayed in the field of play. As Simeoy now with the throw-in finds Sue. Back to Simeoy. Controls it all the way back to Whittley. Whittley then distributes across, finds his goalkeeper in Fraser.
Has a sterling season this year, Matt Whittley.
Fraser, high one, up and under, looking for the run there of near Goran, who gave up the chase, unfortunately there. Ball still in
This is De Silva.
Still Timmins, brilliantly done by Timmins.
Oh, the two left-sided players there, dominant. Oh, he hasn't cleared that one properly.
Timmins able to get up though, retrieve the ball for the Zebras. Lemo tries the quick flick, now Williams in the middle of the park. Takes a couple of touches, looking for his options forward. Now Lemo links up with Devitt. Devitt now back out to Canal. Canal finds the Goran, turns back in, back to Williams. Williams now into the middle of the park. It's an offside call from the linesman. Passive offside call he's called there. So I think it was the play before that he's called the offside on.
Yes.
He's going to go back about 10 metres here. The linesman's nearly on the line of the 18-yard line, so I'm not sure where he's seen this free kick from.
I must admit it escaped me, but nonetheless. Referee says that'll do. No more real estate, and Rangers get us underway again.
So with the free kick, short one taken. Goes back. Devitt putting the pressure on. Brilliantly done there. Not giving an easy option out. High up and under ball there now.
Whittley wins it.
Got the header down for the Zebras, but Rangers able to get possession. And Sadler with the ball over the fence there.
As we see St Albans go 2-1 up against Melbourne Victory. Fortunately,
Zebras
that gate's
now coming
closed.
out through. God, not sure where the referee was looking at then, but that was a...
yeah, sort of indicating to Nick that get up, there was nothing in it, but I don't think the big man falls over that easily.
Still with it, Rangers. Goran putting the pressure on. Rangers come out with it out wide. Now go the short one through, but it's Canal that cuts them off. Now through Canal. Ball distributes in, finds Williams, gets on his left foot there. Williams, shot taken.
Good shot and a good save by the keeper.
Brilliantly done there from the Zebras. Great link-up play and great work there from Canal and Nigoran to get Williams in there. And even Evenly great save there required from the... here we go now. Still with it now, Rangers into the 18-yard box. Sadler gets in the end of that one and it goes out for a corner kick there for Rangers.
Yeah, it's a conceded corner. Bit unusual for the ball to be at that end of the ground, Dom, and we'll have to be on our...
There's a bit of a breeze going towards the Zebras end of the ground, Joe, but the crosswind sort of coming across this way.
Yep. Probably a southeaster by the looks of it. Two hands raised, no, back again, so the indication's there. As long as we contest this ball, there should be no danger, but contest is what it's all about. Oh, makes it past the first man. Luke Devitt missed it. Rangers back again. Can't control it. This time they hook it out. Watson gets his feet in there. Zebras are able to clear. Not really. Picked up by Rangers again.
Still with it, the Zebras. Ball gets started around. There has to be offside there.
No flag up.
Not sure what the linesman was looking at there.
No flag up.
Nope.
A bit of scragging by Whittlesea here. They're looking to like they're wanting to make something. The ball's gone out now. Clearly out.
Zebras goal kick.
Little bit of feeling coming into this one. Rangers looking to lock that ball in.
Short one taken there by Fraser. Now to the middle finds Watson. Watson back to Fraser. Now Fraser out wide to Sadler. Sadler in possession now for the Zebras.
Just took his eyes off it, had to force back. Yep. Fraser looks up.
He's going to send it now.
Looking Simio's way. Indeed, it comes to the right hand.
Two players underneath it. Simio get in there. Possibly the first one, but cut off there by the Rangers defender, and it goes out for another Rangers throw-in. So 37 minutes gone here at CB Smith Reserve. It's Moreland Zebras 1, Whittlesea Ranges 0. And around the ground, it's 36 minutes gone. It's St Albans 2, Melbourne Victory 1.
That was short-lived, and we're still hoping that the football gods shine on us today. Got to do the job here, of course.
Near Goran there. Taken out of the tackle, Simui. Now a quick cross in. Finds Sue on the end of that one. Sue brought to ground. Lemo, he knows he's got that. We know he's got it in his artillery there to strike the ball from that distance, but unfortunately,
just rushed it a bit and got under it.
Head lifted there, and it's gone over the bar.
Just got under it slightly. Good hold-up ball by Arnold. Able to lay it off. Got a bit of a cannon in both feet, Lemo, but unable to keep that one on the floor.
High and up again in the air, but Lemo able to bring that one head down over the head of Sue. Devitt running onto the end of it as well. Still with it. Rangers in possession. Comes out wide. He's lost his footing and ball trickles out to Zebras throw in. So control there from Watson. Still in possession. Finds Devitt. Devitt in the middle of the park there, wins it back, finds Simua now out wide. Williams and Simua linking up. Simua goes a quick one first time, and it's gone out for another Zebras corner.
He has that uncanny ability, Luke Devitt, to find space in the middle of the ground, lay it off.
Lang Warren has just scored against the Eastern Lions, Joe. So Bulleen down 2-1. Eastern Lions losing 1-0.
Still the goal difference is a big gap
still
there
a big gamble, definitely.
Bulleen. Well, just wasted corner there. And the skipper not happy with himself. Head down. Lucas Orlando again to get the Rangers on the go. Youngster looks up, telling his defenders to move up. I'm going to send it long. The Zebras eager to get back in on their playing terms. Not the greatest of kicks again to Williams. This time they go long. through to Silver. Nicky Simioy should have this covered. He's going to let it run, and he does.
Brilliantly done there by Simioy.
It's a little bit too much experience
smarter.
for
Yeah,
Lawrence Shuruma. And Simioy will be taking the resulting throw in. Goes deep, looks at Devitt. Gets beaten by Andrew. Andrew Kerr, who's had his work cut out for him against Big Nick Nagorian today. And again, they're in the battle in the corner. And again, he gets the better of him. Oh, it just falls down. Lemo this time shapes up. He's going to.
Oh,
yes.
It's in. It's two to the Zebras. Lemo there with the shot.
Fell to his right foot. Fell to his right foot this time, and some excellent build-up work. Nagorian got the better of Andrew Kerr on the right-hand side, was able to send it long. Luke Devitt laid it back, and Liam Cannell does what he does and scores it.
Now, Liam Cannell with the goal there for the Zebras.
Moreland Zebras 2, Whittlesea Ranges
Goal
0.
scorer Moreland Zebras, Liam Cannell. Moreland Zebras 2, Whittlesea Ranges 0.
So 2-0 there, result for the Zebras. Now Cannell scores there. Brilliantly done. Ball comes out now from the resulting kickoff. Still with it, Rangers. Tries to turn through Timmins there. Near Goran in there. Zebras win it back. I'm impressed with the tackling mentality of the Zebras today, Joe. They're just going in there, hunting with 2 or 3 players going for that ball. Not giving anything away at all today, the Zebras.
No, we're very happy with the press. The coaches would be extremely happy. Some quality ball playing through the middle. We're able to play in triangles at the moment, so things are looking on the up. But you'd expect that we've had a good run with some good ball playing players. We're going long this time, but here we go. Oh, we won it. Sue's on his own here with Arnold. Can he get it?
It's about to... just cleared there by and was just cleared there, and it's another corner for the Zebras. Brilliant other opportunity there for the Zebras to...
got to hand it to the goalkeeper. Young Orlando there has made a crucial save. Well, Ballarat's taken his ascendancy over Werriby's.
Letting 1-0 there. So
a day of surprises. Maybe the football gods are just stretching their arms right now.
Just then to stretch a little bit further out in the west, Joe. That's what we need them to do at the moment. As
we'll give you the full wrap up at. We'll give you the full wrap up at the break. See what the half-time score is.
Shoots and just over the bar there. Another great shot there from the Zebras.
The big man snatched at that, Dominic. He's got the tendency to snatch when the ball's in the air. He simply wants to get his feet to it, but had a little bit more time than he thought there, Big Nick.
We'll give a full half-time wrap at the half-time break, Joe, with the results around the grounds.
Indeed.
As all the NPL 2 teams are playing at 3 o'clock today. So everyone playing at the same time. We'll be able to give a comprehensive update as to half-time scores there.
Indeed, and if you're listening from around the world, which I know some of you are, you'll be interested to know the results as we go forward. Moreland Zebras. Pressure on midfield. Budjo Youssef sprays it out wide.
Over the top. Looking for the run through there. Still with it, Rangers. 2 to beat though. Watley coming in there.
Sia goes short. Forcing him back, and we do.
Zebras win possession.
And we come out. Well, Nicky Simioy's first touch a bit deep. And he's picked up a little knock. I'm just hoping that's not the same knee. And now we've got our heart in our throat at the moment.
No, he's up on his feet, Joe, I think.
No, still
behind the pole.
Still on the floor behind the pole. Andrew Kerr comes over to say, no malice in it. Back away then, son. Back away, says the referee. The two boys obviously spent 6 months together a couple of seasons back, so Andrew was wishing no ill harm there, but Nicky's on one knee at the moment, just feeling it.
He's fine. He's back on his feet, Joe.
Yep. A little bit sore, but okay, we can take a deep breath. Watley. Cross ball angles. Nagorian
gets a header on it.
No one else believed it. Goes to Whittlesea again. Watley's got to tap it back to Fraser. No, decides to come out.
The safety of the line, kicks it out. 45 minutes gone here. Fourth official hasn't put his board up yet. Suspect there wouldn't be too much added time in this first half.
Arnold Sue just nothing doing.
Tried
Nothing
the
doing.
clearance there, but
Referee's letting things run a little bit. Watson
brilliantly done.
takes control again.
Experience there from Watson.
Looks at
Now to the path of
Nagorian.
Nagorian. Can't get onto it though. Fortunately, just wide of him.
The fourth official looks at his clock and still does nothing. Oh
see
yes,
him in
he's
a minute.
indicated to the bench what it's going to be. Hasn't done it yet. Shortly all eyes will be on around the grounds as the football gods get down to do their work. Moreland Zebras 2, Whittlesea Ranges 0.
Header off the Rangers player there for a Zebras throw-in. And there's 2 additional added minutes to be played in his first half.
It's about right. It's about right, Dominic.
Nagorian there.
Nagorian, can he get the better of Kerr again? This time he can't. They're trying to keep the ball off him, playing amongst themselves. It's comes off Nagorian and a throw for Whittlesea Ranges.
Oh, pass from Devitt. Couldn't find Watson though.
Badjao Youssef, dangerous player on his own.
Zebras plays in front of him. Now they stream forward Rangers. Still in possession. Cross comes in. Comes off a Zebras player. Picked up there. Cam Watson into the box. Tries to find the run of Sue there, but can't find him either. Rangers still in possession coming out.
Well, 3 Zebras around him and we're just corralling him into play.
Just an update from around the grounds, and Ballarat City's gone 2-0 up there against Werribee, Joe.
Well, not what the doctor ordered for Werribee, but well,
comes out wide to Jacob Williams with the cross, but
just a bit too
couldn't
hard.
get onto the end of that one there, unfortunately. A ball still in play.
Ball stays in. It's okay, chew up a few more seconds and we should head to half time very shortly.
High up and under ball, stretches across the ground. Yeah, could see that happening 100 times.
There's a last chance for Zebras before half time.
He's pushed off it. Referee calling play on. Comes off a Zebra. Oh, the Rangers still in possession. Nope, it's a throw in for the Zebras. Ball went out.
Just nonchalant body language from the referee. Now he looks at his watch. Arnold. Ball's across. Goes to no one. Rangers, Watley, can he put it back in? And he's going to. Last chance. It's a bit aggressive there. Okay.
Half time here at CB Smith Reserve. It's the Moreland Zebras 2, Whittlesea Ranges 0. We'll have a short break and we'll come back shortly with the updates around the grounds. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We'll just get some half-time scores from around the ground. So currently half-time, Bulleen Lions 1, Goulburn Valley Suns 2. Half-time between Geelong Soccer Club 1, Brunswick City 0. Langwarrin 1, Eastern Lions 0. Melbourne City 3, Northcote City 2. Moreland City 2, North Geelong 0. Murray United 1, Manningham United 0. Springvale White Eagles 0, Box Hill United 1. St Albans Saints 2, Melbourne Victory 1. And Werribee City 0, Ballarat 2. So some interesting scorelines there at the halftime break, Joe.
There is indeed. And the Football Victoria equalisation plan is working to a tilt. So on the last day, we've got multiple scenarios playing out between top, middle and bottom.
And bottom, Joe, definitely. So looking at how the fixtures and how the teams will shape up next season, Joe. Obviously, it's going to go into a three-tier MPL structure.
Well,
being MPL 1, MPL 2
you know what,
and
Dominic,
MPL 3.
I've been thinking about this equalisation rationale that the Federation's adopted, and it sounds a little bit like the AFL scenario to me, whereas the Gold Coast can get all the top picks.
Yep.
Seems to be a little bit strange what's happening now with the restructure of MPL 1, 2 and 3. We have teams being promoted but still staying in the third tier of football.
Yep, Preston Lions being an example of that.
No, as I say, as administration, you've got to be happy with that, don't you? It's gone nowhere for a whole year. But nonetheless, we're not to do or question why, we're just to do or die. If you wanted an opinion, you've just got mine.
Just got it. This is the players make their way out. Had a little bit of a light shower at the halftime break, Joe. Now the sun's coming out, and you can see there's in the distance some ominous cloud cover there, but the way the wind's blowing, it looks like there's some blue skies poking through. So hopefully we've got a dry second half here for the Zebras, who currently lead 2-0 thanks to goals from Arnold Sue and goals from Liam. Zebras to finish first. St Albans needs to lose, and the Zebras need to win. A draw or a win here for the Zebras, and a win to St Albans will secure second spot and through into the playoffs for the MPL 1 spot for next season.
Indeed.
Ballarat is currently beating Werribee City, so at this stage, if that result stays that way, the result here.
See a change for Whittlesea Ranges, going off for 16 and coming on number 18.
Yep, so substitution there, 16.
18 is Jonathan Dattilo coming on, replacing Michael Santopietro.
So we're back underway here at CB Smith Reserve. The Zebras with the kickoff. Simioi now. High one up and under, looking for the runner near Gore, and he gets a flick on there, looking for Devitt. Goes into the box, and then ball cleared out there by Kerr, defender for the Rangers. Quick one there for the Zebras and pushing forward. Just
enough pressure from from Luke Devitt to ensure the Rangers had to clear their lines. A reminder, today's game brought to you by Moreland Zebras sponsors Mirabella International, the Metal Form Group, Crocams, Degani Coburg and Essendon Jeep.
There's Rangers now coming down the line, but past there straight to Timmins. Now to Watson. Watson tries to turn, gets dispossessed though. Back into the middle of the park. Williams managed to scramble that one there back for the Zebras, and no one's up there unfortunately. Sue having to push into the midfield to try and get the numbers there. Now Rangers coming out with it. Pressure there from Simioi forces them back. Now the quick kick down the line. A couple of Zebras underneath that one there. It's Watley who gets underneath of that. Ball just moves into the middle of the park. Referee's called a free kick there. Not too sure where he saw that one. Player looked like he just lost his footing, but referee's called a free kick. And it'll be Rangers one centre of the ground here.
Rangers will be keen to get a move on. See if they put a bit more pressure on by scoring. The Zebras will be keen to keep a clean sheet as the sun shines down in marvellous Moreland.
Free kick
goes direct
up in the air.
Chalmers swallows it whole.
Easily there.
Looks up, one arm spread sideways, and that's where it goes to Tremaine Sadler on the left. Great season, Tremaine Sadler so far. He hooks it out, gets it back again from Liam Cannell. This time goes away to the right where Watley picks up.
Yeah, Sadler having a great season there, Joe. It'll be interesting Moreland Zebras presentation night to see who gets crowned the 2019 Mirabella medalist.
Yeah, the hotly contested Mirabella medalist.
Will be on the 22nd of September. It's a Sunday night at Melrose Receptions. Tickets are available through the club. It's a great night there for the Zebras members. As that ball now gets distributed out wide now for Rangers, making him move forward. The substitute for the Rangers, but loses too much there. Went in.
Gone in late.
He has gone in late.
Gone in late.
Definitely
gone in very late. And he's received a yellow card too for it. The number 18 is just newly installed. Jonathan Dattilo, obviously come on for his physical prowess, has been very late on Timmins, who is okay, standing up, just limping a little bit, but with a big smile on his face.
Laughs off the
Northern
couple
Englishman.
of comments there from the members in the crowd. He just laughed it off.
The Englishman just shrugs it off. He's speaking now. I'm not quite sure they're really understanding what's going on. But
ball got kicked by the Rangers player behind the goals. This is more of a tactical ploy there from Fraser. It's still a fair bit of time to go, so we don't want to be wasting too much time yet.
Yeah, just getting back to that medal calculations, Dominic. It's a sought-after medal, and the medalists are revered at the club for years to come. Sadler, Watley, Williams all had great seasons. Young Tom Barfrosh has burst out of nowhere.
Just have a look at to see the Rangers players there, Joe. Some players just aren't that bright, really, Joe. There's a ball behind the goals. The goalkeeper refused to get. Then Budger Youssef there for the Rangers went to kick the ball to the goalkeeper to take a free kick, and he's kicked that ball out as well. Yeah, just
Dominic,
just don't know what goes through the brains of some of these players sometimes.
There's no more surprises in football administration. They just keep repeating themselves.
Fraser now with the free kick. High up and under ball again. Devitt trying to get underneath that one. He's muscled out of it. Easy free header there. Watson leaps, looking for Timmins, and ball trickles over the line for another Rangers throw in.
The Tillo throws in. Rangers keen on keep possession. This time he does.
Finds
Badjo Youssef. Or through the legs of Tremaine Sadler, cleaned up by Watley, and it'll be a throw in for
there, yes,
Whittlesea Ranges. A bit more urgency going forward. Sadler hoofs it away.
Big clearance there.
Nagorian, he's left it.
Come back for it. Free kick there for the Zebras.
Yep. I think Ramirez actually hit his left hand, which was way from the side of his body. Cameron Watson now stand over the ball, goes short. I think he sold him a lemon, and he has. Timmins good enough to make mileage out of it.
Now into the path of Sue.
On his left, Sue's going to cut in. Can he get a ball over? Timmins can. Goes high, not the greatest of service, and Rangers will be relieved with that as they move the ball out. With Dantillo goes long and puts it out.
It was a disallowed goal to Springvale. So Springvale had scored and it was disallowed, so that's been chalked off. It's still 1-0 to Box Hill. No, ball's been put back on. So it is 1-1 between Springvale and Box Hill.
Yeah,
not sure what they're up to there. They're a bit confused.
Not the most reliable site, that one. And it's certainly not condoned by the football fraternity. Budjo makes a meal out of nothing. I don't think there was anything in it here, but
it didn't look like there was anything in it. He's had his arm up to.
Although Rangers taking exception. There's not much to it. Referee now can make one of those silly decisions, or he can. If it doesn't look like he's in too much urgency to do anything. Youssef trying to turn the tide of the game here by throwing himself on the floor and remonstrating as we speak. The referee's in control. He's got the official stance on. Nothing.
No, there was nothing in that, Joe. I didn't see anything there. It's, players just taking dives and going to ground. It's poor sportsmanship there from the Rangers player, but don't expect anything.
You know
less
what, Dominic?
Them, Joe?
I'll give you the tip. A more experienced referee would have asked the boys to get up off the floor and played the game, rather than have everybody come in for paces.
Throw in, taken, near Goran. On the end of that one, now finds Timmins.
But he's caught on the ball. He'll want to move it.
And ball goes
just
out.
A bit fortunate. Bit too slow on the ball. Cameron Watson indicating he just wants to slow it down, but I've got a feeling we've got to move it around a little bit. And now we turn it over.
Didn't need to give that sort of ball there.
No.
Body
language suggested that he wasn't keen on pacing the game, and now we've had to work hard to get it back, and get it back we do. Simioy to Chalmers, back to Simioy, Watley to Simioy. Zebras play it out.
Nice high up and under there.
Sue runs on it, doesn't get it. Hello, it just bounces
Offside.
over.
Flag's gone up.
I must admit it escaped me. Maybe the boy was coming back from an offside
He
position.
was, definitely. Back to Watson now in the middle.
Just
Watson.
trying to dictate the pace, Cameron Watson,
Back
but
to
I don't think
Timmins.
it's required just yet. I think we need to just keep moving the ball
Just play the way we've been playing.
Yep,
Just
as
keep the same
efficiently as we
momentum
can.
going. No need to start slowing things down yet. I
We're
consider
definitely
still
making
another goal in
space.
this game.
holding space, making triangles. Our use of the ball's been quite good. We just need to keep that going.
Williams links up there with Cam Watson. Now Lemo turns, still turning with it. Lemo keeps control of it. Liam Canal, Williams, Watson.
Good play by
Brilliant ball
Moreland
there.
Zebras.
Simuo's made space up forward. Now
And
to the path of Sue, who gets
Final
into the
ball,
box.
is it telling? Well done by the defender.
Oh, Simuo just missed the rebounding ball there. Ball gets cleared. Williams brilliantly done. Brings it under control. Watley now in possession.
He's got
Takes
to
it
be.
Watley.
He's got to be happy with that, Diamichis. We dictate when we have it and when we don't have it, and we win it back quickly. And that's the type of play that the gaffer wants to see.
Yeah, Goran back up on his feet quickly, and there's a free
Nate
kick
Gordon.
there. Yep, definitely. Got him from behind.
Unceremoniously dumped again. Is
Don't know
big
how many
Nick
more
Goran.
times he needs to be given these free kicks there. There's no card coming out from the referee.
No. He's called someone back.
He's called
just
Big
telling
Nick across there.
Yeah, just Nick, don't worry
I
about
can
it.
see
I've
his
got it.
frustrations, unfortunately, there, Joe. It's
A Big Nick has just been back after a layoff 6 weeks through suspension, so he's eager to prove a point. That's it. Cooler heads prevail. We're waiting for the chime, Dominic, that says victory's
Nothing
equalised
yet, Joe, nothing yet.
and then go forward, but we haven't seen that yet. Cameron Watson going to take 3 steps backwards. That'll indicate to Arnold Sue that he'll be taking the free kick. Arnold there as a decoy, may go wide to distract somebody from the wall.
was watching him at training and also before the game, Joe. Some of the free kicks.
He
there
was
from
pretty
Sue,
confident
so
at training. He's
definitely.
taken one shot in the first half, which went nowhere, but he's. I see him removing the mud from his boots, so they could be on here.
And up, Sue moving away. Watson on the end of this one. Shot taken.
Again, not. There we go. Lemo's in for his.
Oh, great strike, but it's gone. Goalkeeper pulling the save off there.
And Orlando's done a great job at point blank range from Liam Cannell. Yeah, Liam Cannell just knows where to be. Oh, I've been calling the wrong goalkeeper as the number one.
Header comes in now. Zebras back post. Oh, nearly got the header on. Rangers go to clear. Timmins underneath of that one. Headers it down into the path of Near Goran, who gets it down. Still with it. Near Goran tries to turn 2. Can't do so. Still wins it back fighting Near Goran. Wins it back for the Zebras. Players streaming forward. Brilliantly done there. Now in the middle. Sue with it.
Deft
Picks up
touch.
with Williams.
Bit too deft touch there by.
Cam Watson.
He's tried to lob the
Touched
keeper.
off the play. Yep, a corner there for the Zebras. Kick to deflection.
So my apologies, ladies and gentlemen. I've been calling Lucas Orlando, who wears the number 1 shirt, but yeah, I know he's got a tick next to his name. He may in fact be the goalkeeper.
As we get some score updates around the ground, Werribee City has just scored 1 back, so it's 2-1 to Ballarat City currently in Werribee.
The goalkeeper, I'm not quite sure whether it's Pete Machewski or Orlando, but
Corner for the Zebras. Ball comes in. Can't find anyone there.
can he turn on it? No.
Sue with it now, out wide. 1 to beat Sue, gets in on his left. Goes the cross, quick feint one over the top there. It's missed everyone there. The goalkeeper brings it down.
Sadler just
Devitt
got
now.
under it. Sadler just strolled under it and looked at it as it went over his head. Sue's comfortable left and right side. This time he finds Devitt, who keeps it in.
Yep,
Ref's
still in
just
play.
there. It's in. Williams goes to the corner. Back to Devitt. Devitt all the way back to the skipper.
Watson now. Nice distribution. Looking for the runners back post. Got a couple there, the Zebras. Near Goran with the flick on. Sue. Oh, can't bring it down there in the box.
Just doesn't fall kindly for us.
Brilliantly
Well,
done there. Sadler with the tackle. Came off the Rangers player last. I'm not sure where the linesman was looking there. Clear one off the bloody player there from the Rangers player.
I look like a rebound off the Rangers player from here.
As you hear our special comments here from our special guests in the box today, as Simeoi now streams forward. Simeoi tries to take one, can't get past them. Still with it, Simeoi. Links up.
Gets
still
it back again. Timmins on this side. There he comes.
Coming round.
In a ton of space here. Timmins goes backwards again. Zebras keen to just build it properly.
Back to Timmins.
Now the chance.
Had his shoulder pulled there. Referee calling up it. Oh, no free kick there. Play on, calls the referee.
Well, unlucky, the faithful a little bit bemused as to why Liam Cannell doesn't have a penalty. But play on we are. Chalmers, scrappy left foot. Simeoi makes good of it. Goes back and says, try again, Fraser. He comes out to Sadler on the left-hand side. Need to go forward. And they do. Possession. Yep. And, of course, well read by Whittlesea. Devitt just took his mind off the job.
Brilliantly done there. It's a Zebras throw in. Brilliant stuff by Sadler.
He's had to come off and clean it up again, has Tremaine Sadler. I don't think that stalling game suits us, Dominic.
No, definitely not, Joe.
We're just giving an unnecessary opportunity to the opposition. Nagorian breaks free. He's going to sprint. This is on. The sprint's on. Can he get the better of Andrew Kerr? He does so.
Yes.
Drives himself into the box. Lays it up.
Yes! There's Sue's second goal. Zebras take a commanding 3-0 lead. Brilliantly done there by Nagorian.
How
to win that one
fast
there.
and how long has Nick Nagorian done that? It's been a while since we've seen the big man stretch his legs down the left-hand side.
Goal scorer Moreland Zebras, Andrew Sue, Moreland Zebras 3, Whittlesea Ranges 0.
And just about restores the parity. Big Nick Nagorian with a ton of work down the left-hand side after being released by Tremaine Sadler. And Arnold Sue, I said he was on today, looked like he was always on. And a nice little pirouette to finish on his right.
Brilliantly done there from the Zebras. Ball comes out now, Rangers with the kick. As we get a score update around the ground, so Brunswick City's just equalised against Geelong. So it's 1-1 there between Geelong and Brunswick City.
As I say, a lot of scenarios playing out top, middle and bottom of these particular equalisation leagues in the year 2019 for Football Victoria.
High and up and under there, ball kicks cleared out. Brilliant control there by Falster.
Oh dear me, just
party tricks there on the sidelines.
Just showing the fact that he's still got it.
He didn't take any steps there, Joe. First control on the foot.
4 touches.
And did the back heel over the top of his head, so brilliantly done there.
That's what you get when you win 4 NSL titles.
There you go, Joe.
And the gaffer's done the job again.
Throw in from the Zebras there. Watley flicks one up in the air for Simeoi. Comes off a Rangers player again. Another throw in for the Zebras.
There's indeed some funny stories about coaches and good class players when they become coaches. And that's got to be one of them.
Yeah, not all good players become good coaches.
No. There's a definite reason why you're a good coach.
Ball out wide. Bit too much on that one there for Nagorian, and it trickles out for another.
Looks like Bulleen, Dominic suffering a bit of kibosh from the Goulburn Valley people.
Yeah, Goulburn Valley with a red card there as well, Joe. So playing with a man down after 55 minutes. 3-1 up.
Still. Got to be your best on the day.
And Bulleen were still in with a chance to finish first in that league, Joe. So
I think they were, but I don't think they are now.
Sat back and bought.
Irrespective of what happens to Eastern Lions, I think there's too many goals to make up now for Bulleen. They'll be in the playoff, depending on who joins them.
At this stage, it
it's
looks
us.
like the Zebras will be in that playoff game. The Rangers now still with possession. Looking forward, high up and under ball now coming in. Watley underneath that. Zebras players everywhere. Williams can't clear it though convincingly for the Zebras. Rangers coming out wide.
Out the front of the Degani
Coburg.
As the ball's travelled
trickles out over the fence
again.
there.
Oh, McKelly will be pleased.
He will.
He's off. He's on his little walk now. Just in case Moreland Council is listening, the two locks on the outer pitch gates are different. And the scoreboard is still not working.
Yep.
Nonetheless, all tongue-in-cheek as the Zebras lead 3-0 against...
High up and under ball comes off a Zebras player there. So
Badjo Youssef, no intention for the ball there, just backed bum first into Sean Timmins. I've got to say, to me, that's a free kick any day of the week.
Definitely, yeah. Player doesn't have eyes for the ball.
But there's two officials in purple out there, and no one thought that. No bias commentary, Dominic, from this commentary team. Anything that looks black and white is okay by us. As Whittlesea look to get the game started again from a corner. Near post corner.
Brilliantly done. It's came off the head of Liam Cannell, who then came off the side of Luke Devitt's head there, Joe. So he wasn't expecting that one. A falcon there in sorts.
As long as we can test, we're okay.
The ball gets distributed in high, up and under Fraser. No, Fraser's collected that. He's still over the line, hasn't crossed.
Andrew...
It's a free kick there for the Zebras.
Yeah, Andrew Kerr was in rather late there.
Definitely didn't cross the line. He did take control of that, but the wind swirling out there as it was.
Just goes to show
really
you what sort of strength of breeze we got out there. Big Fraser had to double back and stretch sideways. The other positive news I can report is young Jack Westerstuti back on the training pitch, probably at this stage as of tomorrow.
Yes.
As he comes back from a couple of days layoff.
Sure, Zebras
it's a
looking
squad
forward to
game.
The schedule ahead, Joe.
Well, we are. We'll confirm all that shortly, but at the moment, a bit late there, and he's been rather brutal. The Jonathan Datilo, who's come on as a substitute for, obviously, he's come on to...
Score update around the ground where we said he's just equalised against Ballarat, but at this stage, the result being the way it is here with the Zebras, means nothing there for the Zebras side of things. No yellow card given there.
No.
I dare say he's on his last chance there, Joe. Next tackle, I dare say will be seen red.
He's had a few heavy challenges, Datilo, since he's come on. Probably a good tackle there by Watson.
Ranges in now. Big kick up the ground. Sadler trying to get the end of that one. Badjo Youssef tried to get to it. Bang, turned over, but only to the middle of the park. Still with it, Rangers.
Bit more ominous from Whittlesea, trying to get some respectability back. They look out wide. Datilo back now. Just swap positions. Zebras forcing him back, and successfully so. Big Nick Nagorian's a shadow now. Oh no, Kerr's good. Well done by Andrew Kerr. The former Zebra sprays the ball away to no man's land, and Watley will send it back.
High up and under. Nagorian getting underneath of this one. Headers it back into the middle, looking for Williams. Can't find him. No, Cameron Watson with it now.
Gives Fraser Chalmers a touch. Big Fraser hooks it back. Well, there's a strike on here. He'll have to be at his best, and he skies it.
Anywhere there, and ball goes over the bar for another Zebras goal kick. As another change coming up here for the Whittlesea Ranges, coming off number 3. Joseph Sear being replaced by number 14, Malesh Santino. Malesh being an ex-Zebras player as well, Joe?
Yeah, another former Zebras. Malesh greeted us before the game. Lovely boy. Spent a bit of time with Moreland Zebras, now at the Ranges.
As Devitt now into space, now puts it in front of the...
not the greatest of ball, needed a bit more pace on it. Andrew Kerr has to weigh up his options, goes short, gives it up. There's Arnold Sue's on.
Saw the idea there in the Agora, and unfortunately
nice
just too
ball,
much on that one.
Too much pace. Both runs had two options there. Arnold Sue was on his right-hand side, and he's opted for the cutaway ball. Big Nick unable to reach it as Rangers clear the lines. To no one in particular. Yusuf's going to make something out of this, but Sadler just decides to push it away.
Well over the building there. As the volunteer marshals go across to recover that ball. Just to recap, 67 minutes gone. It's a Moreland Zebras 3, Whittlesea Ranges 0. Round the ground, 65 minutes gone. St Albans 2, Melbourne Victory 1. 67 minutes gone. It's Werribee City 2, Ballarat City 2. So Ballarat, their fate was pretty much sealed a few weeks ago.
Playing for pride.
Go into the MPL 3 tier next season.
Playing for pride, the country team. Good venue. Reminder, today's game brought to you by Landtrack Environmental Services and Nemcod Pools.
So it's the big
up
kick
towards the... Nagorian gets his head on it. Zebras intercept. Nagorian again. Arnold Sue lays it back. Williams. Tremaine Sadler. Again, Zebras pushing the ball around rather neatly. Watley's going to give Chalmers another touch, and we revert back on his right foot this time.
Fraser
just
takes
slips
a bit of
over.
a tumble.
Gets to Devitt though. He lays it off for Arnold just in front of the perfect timber floor sign, looking for Simioy, and he does find him now. First time ball, bit too close to the keeper
there.
And whichever keeper I've called, that's the one that took it.
That's it. Similar good. Canal there with the pressure.
3 Zebras around him. Good work. A lot of hassle by Moreland Zebras, and indeed, we don't give it up cheaply, and we get it out. Whitley.
Still with it. Whitley now. Brilliantly done.
Fraser hoofs it into the sunshine here at Moreland. Ramirez with a head away to nowhere. Malish. Santino can't control it. Williams does. Sends an impossible task for Simioy, and he lets it run. And the goalkeeper again, either Machevsky or Orlando, one of the two. Can't see his number anymore, but worried out of it by Williams. Worried out of it. Here's a space. He's got time. Decides to take the wrong option. He doesn't. Williams. Nagorian gets another chance and hits the side netting.
It has hit the side netting. There's a first change to be made here, and it looks like it'd be the returning Nicholas Simioy who will be making way for young
Lucien Ibanda.
Substitution, Moreland Zebras coming off. Number 3, Nick Simioy. Coming on, Lucien Imbanda.
Confirmation of the change here for the Moreland Zebras as the youngster Lucien Imbanda, who's replaced Nicholas Simioy in that right back role there while he's been out injured. As Fraser picks that one there up there for the Zebras. Now back into the middle, Watson. Still a possession, Watson. Looking forward, finds Nagorian, stretches, gets control of it. A lot better game today from Big Nick Nagorian, Joe.
Lot more work, and he's been rewarded for his effort too, so he's done really well today.
You can't be picking the ball up like that, definitely not.
Yeah, we're not sure of the rules.
It's a direct free kick.
Lawrence Sharuma understands now you can't carry the ball between your legs unless they're your own. Meteoric rise for young Ibanda, who's made his breakout season debut this year for Moreland Zebras after spending a number of years with the club at the junior stage, and has acquitted himself quite well, Dominic.
In the under 14-15 ranks a few years ago, Joe, so he's made his way up over the last few years, and this season made his breakthrough into the under 20 squad, which was a championship winning under 20 squad, and in no time he was picked up there by the seniors. And
good to see from club level, and
like
the youngsters.
His spot there, Joe, in the.
He's grown another foot in about 12 months, so
yes, yeah, definitely.
Deceptively tall.
As Goulburn Valley go 4-1 up over Bulleen Lions. So 10 men, Goulburn Valley, absolutely destroying Bulleen at the Venator Club today, Joe. So
you know what, Dominic? There may be a theory that says that Bulleen's resting a couple of players for the playoff, or they've got a stack load of injuries. It could be. But still, demoralising 4-0 loss is not Not what the doctor ordered for your
Definitely
capacity, mental strength. Rangers just turning it over now.
High one up and under there. Niagoran trying to get underneath that one. Can't do so. There's Sue putting the pressure on there.
It's fairly evident the positioning of the table suggests what teams can do, and although Rangers can play well in spurts,
Just
I
not
think
having that consistency.
no,
there,
today
week
I
in,
think
week out.
we've
You can sort of see the difference between
Yeah.
the levels, Joe. Definitely.
we're able to dictate the pace, hold on to the ball, and just get better mark. Down there.
So in regards to Rangers moving forward now.
Well, Badjo Youssef, always dangerous, looking to shape up.
Yeah,
They get a corner out of it.
Interesting one that both A-League teams will also drop down to the MPL 3 next season as well, Joe. Both City and Victory dropping down into that.
Into MPL 3.
Yeah.
And I've got to say, that's not a bad result for football in general. They do have pick of the crop, Dominic, you know that, don't you?
I do, Joe.
Yeah.
Yes,
So the
definitely.
selection committee has only been dampened by the fact that Moreland Zebras won the under-20s last season and finished second this year. Otherwise, they've had a clean sweep on all of the under-20s leagues since the inception of MPL. As they should, because given that they get to pick first hand
Definitely.
who they think the best are. Goes to show you how much work we've actually done at under-20s level, Dominic.
As Zebras now to take the goal kick. So in regards to playoffs, have we got details yet in regards to when, where, Joe?
Well, the playoff, should we be in that,
Yep.
is Tuesday at ABD Stadium at 7:30,
7:45
7:45.
p.m. kickoff. So that's Tuesday night, and the
And
winner
that'll
of
be
that
against
will then face
The winner of that
Dandenong
will
Thunder.
play Dandenong Thunder on the Sunday.
The
Is the
15th.
first game, the triple
Park
header
at 12:30.
at Amy Park at 12:30.
Okay, so we'll have further details at this stage. The way things stand, the Zebras will be going into that playoff against Bulleen.
Yep, sparing a double strike from Melbourne Victory, of course, to become 3-2 winners. Given that we're at the 74 minute mark. Malish Jardel unleashes, but cannons off the youngster Ibanda. Very speedy winger Jardel. Just gives the ball away there. Nagorian doesn't want it. Gives it back to him.
Gives it back to him as well.
Jardel doesn't look up. Gives the ball to Zebras, and a bit of comedy capers from the both teams at the moment. This time we hoof it away. Relieve some pressure. Andrew Kerr. Nagorian hassling him. There we go. Finally turned it over. No, it doesn't. Lucky break there for Whittlesea.
The sun peeks through the clouds there now, Joe. Beautiful sunny afternoon here in the
Marvellous
city of
Moreland.
Oh. We'll get our technical crew here to just do...
We've got all the mod cons
It's
at
up
CB Smith
we
Stadium.
do, definitely, Joe.
The sunshades are down.
As Brunswick
for the
City has
scoreboard
taken a
and the
2-1
keys.
lead over Geelong Soccer Club, Joe. Updated round of grounds. Brunswick City's taken a 2-1 lead over Geelong.
They'll be pleased with that, Brunswick.
Yeah.
Watson unable to deal with it. Whittlesea pick up again.
Still with it, Whittlesea. As we can see there's some movement on the sidelines.
Yep.
But the
Steph
Zebras-
Cardamone looking to make his entrance. And Diamichis justifiably probably going to rest someone of the likes of,
Niagoran.
I'd say Niagoran, candidate for me.
As
But he's
Niagoran
got
comes
one
out
more
wide,
big
mate. A
sprint
bit of
in him.
space here, Nick.
He's taking his time.
He's taking his time. He's a little bit tired. I think it will possibly be the change as he goes around, trying to get around. Andrew Kerr does. Brought down. Has to be a penalty there, and
Yes,
it is.
it
Niagoran
is.
wins a penalty for the Zebras. Brilliantly done there.
Now, this is where I'd like to see the skipper stamp his authority and say, Nick,
He's
you've done
making
your
his
job.
way across there.
Nick, you've done your job. I'm going to take it. And as Big Nick has earned it after battling hard. Yeah, he's got to be happy with that, the big man. And justifiably has earned it for the club.
As
There's role plays and there's role plays, and
Cameron Watson steps up
you
here,
only
the
make
captain for the
mistakes
Zebras.
once.
The skipper.
If you're hearing us from around the world, you want some artificial turf, Endless Turf's the one for you. But if you really need that spark to get you motivated, have a shot of Atomica coffee. Can't get better.
Zebras, Captain Cameron Watson. Moreland Zebras 4, Whittlesea Ranges 0.
Just stamping the authority there. The Zebras do mean business.
Coming on, Big Nick Nagore, number 9, and coming on, number 19, Steph Catamone.
So confirmation of the substitution there. So Big Nick Negoran has
Good work
his
from the big
rest on
man.
the bench and comes on number 19, Stefan Cardamone. Brilliantly done there from Big Nick.
Yeah.
As the
And with
Zebras
the
take
massive-
commanding 4-0 lead here.
With the massive possibility we'd be in the playoffs, giving 20-odd minutes of game time, 15-odd minutes of game time to Steph Cardamone, keeps them all sharp and focused on the game. Rangers. More posturing than anything constructive. As Zebras
comes
clean
out
up
in
again. Free kick should have been to the,
Should have
just
been.
held by the hand.
Not given. Watson brilliantly cleared. Well done from Watson. As Sue now with the ball. Williams with the run. Brilliantly done to Williams. Off he goes now, Williams.
Steph
Just to keep it a beat, I
Cardamone. Steph
think.
Cardamone for the tap in. He's gone too wide. He's gone too wide. Steph Cardamone was there for the tap in.
Corner win there. Yep, it's a corner of the Zebras. Unfortunately, yeah, just need to square that ball across, and would have been Cardamone with his first possible kick of the game after coming on. Could have had the.
So it could be
No,
something
he's helping
serious.
him up. He's
He is helping him
on his
up.
feet.
Big Frazee, look, not really the genial type. He's a
No.
big, strong character, but showing some concern there for the fellow colleague.
So in the well, we have this stoppage in play, Joe, as the player is back up on his feet. We can talk about the up and coming FFA Cup match in Brisbane.
We can indeed.
Uh,
Brisbane Strikers will be there.
big contingent of Zebras supporters making their way up. Still not too late to get your flights and accommodation booked, Joe.
No, it's not indeed. And those of you that want to support the black and white, jump on when you can. Details of accommodation will be up on club
We'll be out
details on
Monday
areas on
morning. We'll have all
Monday.
that out, yep.
But those of you listening around the world, it's only a 2-hour flight from Melbourne to Brisbane. So think about going from Rome to Moscow, and that'll indicate exactly what the distance is between Melbourne and Brisbane.
Yeah, no, if you fly out from France, mate, it's a nice 20-hour trip, round trip.
Yes, indeed, Nettle.
Whittlesea Ranges coming off number 21, Anthony Taranto. Coming on number 11, Anthony Ramsey.
Another change for the Zebras, so
Timmins off,
Timmins off, number 2.
and Dave Cardamone.
David Cardamone makes his
Look.
way.
From Moreland Zebras coming off Sean Timmins. Coming off David Cardamone.
Yeah, this looks like a definite get some run into your legs for the
Definitely
upcoming
upcoming,
FFA Cup commitment.
FFA Cup and also playoff commitments.
Playoff.
Ball gets brought in, comes off a Rangers player there. Young Lucian gets in front, brilliantly
Abanda,
done.
nice touch, Abanda. Oh, Sue.
Being
Oh,
manhandled there and earns his team a free kick. Quick one taken now, out wide to Sadler. Sadler turns behind the pole there, takes a shot.
As a
Sadler's
strike,
blocked.
we're behind the pole. About 8% of the game behind the pole, we know. Or Sadler back again, just misses out on collecting it. Rangers an opportunity to stream forward. And no, he's onside. He decides to have a shot.
Yeah,
Fraser
can't
all over
with
it.
that one.
All over it like a rash. Made sure it didn't go anywhere. Indicates now we've got time on our hands. Big phrase, urging his defenders up.
Fraser now, big kick. Hikes it up to ground. 5-1 to Goulburn Valley now, Joe, over Bulleen lines.
Yeah. Got to be some injuries or resting of players. Maizano, big coy about what's Tremaine Sadler. Put him under the pump a little bit.
Ball trickles out for another throw in there for the Rangers. Rangers still in possession. Still with it, Zebras now. Sadler links up with Williams now. Canal. Look like a handball there. Nothing called from the referee. Play on. Rangers still in possession. Goes out wide. Looking for the run. Ball trickles and it's gone over the touchline. Another Zebras throw in deep in the defensive half. It's 83 minutes gone here. It's Moreland Zebras 4, Whittlesea Ranges 0. Current scores around the ground, 81 minutes gone. Still St Albans 2, leading the Melbourne Victory 1. 82 minutes gone, it's Werribee City 2, Ballarat City 2.
We've locked up second posse at the stage. Oh, nice shot there on the fly.
Boot, but trickle goes well over the bar there.
That was Anthony Ramsey there with his first touch with any anchor. Got hold of it pretty well, but these are the type of scorelines during the season that would gladden the heart of black and white supporters. Have Moreland Zebras 4-0 up against Whittlesea. Kerr nods it away. Cannell doesn't collect it properly. Puts Cardamone under the pump. Handball, nothing doing. Dave shadowing. Whittlesea force backwards. Spray it. Sprays it wide. Haven't doubted their conviction, the Rangers. That's just the cattle they have. But they've won a few games. I think they've won about 9 games this year after starting the season horribly wrong in last position. George Karkalexis has brought them back up the table a little bit.
There's Williams now, big one over the top, finds a run of
There's
Devitt.
a chance for Devitt if they could work this out. He does make the right move. Does Cardamone's got all the chance in the world.
Just let it go with the header there, Saul. It was going with the boot. Head would have been the better option.
Arnie's got to get his head to that rather than his feet. And good work, good build-up play by Luke Devitt and Steph Cardamone on the left-hand side. The game stretched now, a little bit of tired legs coming into both sides. As Bazio Youssef sees one
that's gone
over the edge. Big Fraser Chalmers in no rush. And neither is anybody else by the looks of it today. All Fraser's having to do it. No, leaves that ball and collects the one on the other side. So that's always thinking big phrase. We've enjoyed having you with us. Stay tuned for more games coming up for Moreland Zebras, but the season's been great. We thank having you here at CB Smith in Melbourne's best livable city of Moreland, stretching from the southern end of Brunswick all the way up to the top end of Glenroy.
There's the throw in now, stoppage in play. So throw in comes in, Sue on the end of that one. Watson.
Bander's made some lovely space on the right and receives it from the skipper. Poor first touch, makes good of it though, athletically, and gets it caught. No, it's come in. Arnold's got another chance here. Or just tips it over. Lovely ball, but Devitt, not sure what he was trying to do there. Dave Cardamone squares it up. Doesn't finish it to his brother. Lucian Bander. It's a ball ping-ponging like a machine here. Sadler gets his head to the ball. Rangers pick up the second one. They sprayed out wide. Sadler intercepts, and he's done all year. Same sort of thing as he's done all year. And Tremaine Sadler forces the throw in for Moreland Zebras. Hope you're enjoying today's telecast, brought to you by Mirabella Lighting. And indeed, not quite time for the lights here, but if they were to be on, it'd be Mirabella Lighting. Cardamone. Steph, that is, playing to his brother. David looks inside, looks behind. Always available is Trey Sadler. Gives Fraser Chalmers a touch. Bit of confidence building by Moreland Zebras this game. Exactly what the doctor ordered. Not overtaxing physically. Big week of football coming up for Moreland Zebras.
Stephen Cardamone in there, gets around the back. Now to the path of Devitt, but tired legs there and couldn't get control of it, unfortunately.
Lukey Devitt's done a lot of very good things, especially in the first half. As Rangers got a half chance here.
Shot taken and
seen well out, and Jose Ramirez pushes it wide. Number 7 playmaker, not at. Well, I can't really tell who of the Rangers have had a good day today. The goalkeeper's put off a couple of good saves. We're just trying to work out who he is. Chalmers gets proceedings underway. Devitt made a fist of it. Gets the last touch to it. Want to do nothing silly from here. Game's done and dusted. We still see that at the 86-minute mark, St Albans Saints are still 2-1 over Melbourne Victory. Let's hope the youngsters can do something in the last few minutes. So there's Rangers here. Milish Santino, who was known as Milish Jardel at Moreland Zebras, but Santino it is.
change the name there, Joe. Unless Rangers have got him on there as a different person, Joe.
I don't know.
Not that we're saying that anyone's doing anything illegal here.
I told you, administration in football in Victoria is never surprised. There's always some surprise.
Well, they gave Luke Devitt an extra name earlier in the season, Joe. So
Luke
from those sort of things, it doesn't sort of surprise us.
Much to the chagrin of his mum, poor old Luke acquired the name Aaron in between the Devitt.
There's a free kick here for the Moreland Zebras. As we mentioned, 87.5 minutes gone. It's still St Albans 2, Melbourne Victory 1.
Correct you are. I think they made it a hyphenated name. And it shouldn't have been a hyphenated name. Nonetheless. Watson indicates to Sue, I'm doing it. Go short, and there's the play.
So Banda with the throw-in, gets a flick on for Cardamone.
I don't want it, says Andrew. Banda should play the way he faces it. Lets the ball run out. It is our throw. There's no great hurry to...
Banda with the throw-in.
Steph Cardamone down there, so free kick to Moreland Zebras. Luke Devitt just in front of the Crocam. Some preordained moves here, especially in the attacking sense, but nothing been too successful at the moment.
Ball looked like there was, referee's seen it. Free kick to the
linesman,
Zebras.
not sure. Linesman didn't even flag.
Again.
The referee takes over and says, it's all right, I've got it.
Slowing things down.
A free kick. Another opportunity. 5 always looks better on the score sheet than 4, Dominic.
Does, Joe.
Lovely ball.
Referee sound a free kick there, though, against the Zebras.
Oh. Rangers, a little bit of spirited work here. The glove one. Nice ball. They let it run. Ramsey's got it. He gives it to Dardell. He's let it go, but Badger... Oh, hello.
He's going to the book as well. I'm not sure that was the actual free kick to begin with, though. Is that what the referee's seen? Possibly, yep.
It takes Liam Cannell to 3 yellow cards. No, he's not off. It's just... Didn't realise it was that bad a tackle. I mean, free kick for sure, but... they're a bit trigger happy with the cards, I reckon.
Is it before the official put his board up? Not yet.
Ramirez, number 7, standing over the ball. Fraser's taken his eye off it. Young Ramsey goes to keep him company. Now he decides that time to get out shortly, and now he does.
Yep, all that effort for...
Well, if it was rehearsed, it didn't work. Bit of pat pat on the hand there by Canal to Santino. A bit of a hushed silence comes over most of the crowd, and indeed starting to disperse a little bit now, and the realisation that we're in the playoffs just about hit us.
The Zebras.
We'll sign off in the next couple of minutes and wish you all the best.
So thank you to all our listeners coming on the show tonight.
Ranges 1.
So from the Moreland Zebras here, guys. Joe, thank you for joining me in the commentary box today. That's
Pleasure,
a 4-0
Dominic.
Resounding victory for the Zebras. At this stage, it looks like we will be playing.
Playing the song? It's on.
So thank you for listening in the 2019 season.
Thanks
and we
very
look
much,
forward
Dom.
to seeing you next season in 2020.